So hi, so in this video we are going to see about national income. So this is unit 2 in the subject Indian economy. So what is national income? The definition given by the National Income Committee 1951 defines national income as the volume of commodity and services produced during a given period but without any duplication. So what is the actual meaning of the national income? What the definition tells us. National income is a statistics, meaning it's a number that indicates the economic development of the country. So in a country or in an economy, there are millions of goods and services produced by the people. So the sum total of all the goods and services produced in a given period of time, say for example in India, it's like calculated for a financial year. So such total of goods and services produced in a financial year in a country, it's called as national income. So there are three methods of calculating national income. One is the product method, other one is the income method, and the other one is the expenditure method. So when we total all the goods and services produced at market price, it's called as product method. It should be at a factor cost. And income method is wherein the income received by all the people in the country, when we sum up the total income received by all the people in the country, then it becomes income method of calculating national income. So generally the income is received by the people in four different forms: rent, wages, interest and profit. So the sum total of all these income sources are called as national income under income method. Under the expenditure method, we take into account the sum total of all the expenditure of the country. It's called as national income. So this is based on the concept one man's income is another man's expenditure. So when you take into account the expenditure of one person, so it's obviously going to take the income of the other people. So hence all the income would come into perspective. So these are the three methods of calculating national income. One is the product method, other one is income method, and the other one is expenditure method. So in India specifically, there is no single method that is exclusively used. We use all the three methods in order to calculate national income, and especially to specify, product method is widely used in agriculture and industrial sector. But we use combinations of method in order to calculate national income in India. So what is the procedure for calculating national income? After independence, it was the Central Statistical Organization. This is the organization that estimates the national income in India. So this organization, it uses the combinations of methods to compute national income, and they use reliable data and scientific methods in order to calculate national income. So for this purpose, what they do? Step 1, they classify the whole economy. They classify the whole sector into 6 different sectors: primary sector, secondary sector, transport and communication sector, finance and real estate sector, service sector and foreign sector. So for the purpose of calculating the national income, the Central Statistical Organization divides the whole Indian economy into 6 sectors, and they use the appropriate method under each sector to calculate the national income for the country for a given period of time. So this is the procedure for calculating national income that is carried on in India. So what is the difficulty in calculating the national income? In India, basically, the following are the difficulties in calculating national income. The first one is conceptual difficulty. So we product method, we actually calculate the sum total of goods and services produced in a country. So goods are easy to measure, while services are difficult to calculate, and it is not easy to measure in terms of money. So the conceptual difficulty of defining what is a service and giving a value to the service is difficult, and hence it is the very important difficulty in calculating national income. The second important difficulty in calculating national income in country like India, where agriculture sector is a major sector, is the prevalence of barter system. In villages, what happens is like they exchange goods against goods. So when they produce agricultural goods, they don't give us the relevant data for national income calculation, and hence the prevalence of barter system makes it difficult to calculate the exact total goods that is produced in the agricultural sector. And the third important difficulty in calculating national income is non-availability of data. In India, many people are illiterates, and out of ignorance and illiteracy that is prevailing in India, people are non-cooperative in providing the data of goods and services produced for the calculation of national income. So out of illiteracy and ignorance, people do not know the importance of calculating national income, and hence they do not cooperate in order to provide data to the Central Statistical Organization for data collection, and this is one of the hindrances in calculating national income. The next one is double counting. Double counting is wherein that happens when it comes to product method. So when we use product method in calculating national income, what happens is there could be chances wherein the raw materials would be counted and the same thing would be recounted when it changes into a finished product. So product method, when we use it, there is a chance of double counting happening. And the next difficulty is the transfer problem. This transfer problem basically happens when we use income method in calculating national income. So under income method, we generally use gross income in order to calculate the national income. But gross income, it also includes taxes of the government. The taxes that are the source of income of the government is added as the personal income of a person. So this transfer problem prevailing in income method is one more difficulty in calculating national income accurately, reliably. So these are the 5 difficulties in calculating national income. Moving on to the next concept, which is importance of measuring national income. So national income is a statistics, it's a number which is going to indicate the economic development of a country. So it is used in computing the per capita income. When we know the total income of the country, we can actually calculate the average income of a person earned by dividing it by the total population. So when we calculate per capita income, it would help us in knowing the standard of living of the people in a country. And national income is also helpful in framing the policies, and it is also helpful in comparing the economic growth rate of our country with the other country. So these are the main points when it comes to the importance of measuring national income. So the next one is trends in national income. So trends in national income is wherein we are going to study the trends in national income in India. So we are going to study the 5-year plans and the national income growth percentage that is achieved in each 5-year plan. So you could see from the first 5-year plan to the 4th 5-year plan, it was less than 5%. The trend in national income is less than 5% from first 5-year plan to 4th 5-year plan. However, the national income growth percentage is like consistent. It is like more than 5% from 5th 5-year plan to 10th 5-year plan. So this is the trends in national income in India. So the growth rate in our national income, in Indian national income, is like consistent, and it is more than 5% after 5th 5-year plan. So this is the trend in national income in India. And when we look at the one more table in order to understand the contribution of each sector to the national income, so we have segregated that into 3 main sectors. Primary sector, which basically composes agriculture. Secondary sector talks about industries, and service sector comes under tertiary sector. So when you see the trend in 1950 to 51, the contribution of primary sector is like more. But in the latest data, which is in the year 2012 to 13, the contribution of agriculture, the contribution of primary sector is very less when compared to that of secondary sector and tertiary sector. This is one more addition in order to study the trends in national income. So the last concept that we are going to wind up for this unit is the regional development disparity. Here the region defines, the region refers to the 29 states in India. Development disparity talks about the inequality that prevails in the development of each and every state that is situated within India. So regional development disparity is nothing but it is a difference in economic development in different geographical regions within India. So in India's geographical diversity of 29 states have resulted in the regional development disparity. There is difference in the geographical location of each state, and hence there is difference in the development of each state. And in India, even within the state, we could see the inequality in the development, which we call it intra-state disparity. That is difference in the development within the states, and this is reflected by the indicators like per capita income, poverty, urban population, infrastructure, etc. So this is what is all about regional development disparity. So the key takeaways of this session is that we studied about the meaning of national income, we studied about the various methods of calculating national income and the procedure for calculating national income, and we saw some figures to study about the trends in national income in India, and we studied about the concept regional development disparities. So with this, we are winding up this session. Thank you.